Order the meeting of the Mayor and Board of Aldermen for Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025. We have a couple of changes to the agenda. If you will remove 9D. And if you will add these three items at 2E. We will, I'm sorry, at 2D2. No, sorry, 2E. I'm sorry, I can't read my agenda. Rhonda will request permission to accept the proposal from First National Bank, Oxford, FNB, for municipal depository services for the calendar
years 2026 through 2029. And then at 4C, Rob Neely will request permission to approve a contract for professional services with Oxford Utilities Water and Sewer Division. And then at 9G, John Crawley will ask us to consider a request for 24-hour work days, Monday through Sunday, until December 31st on Anderson Road. So those three additions and removing item 9D. I think that is it. So looking at Ashley, asking if it's it, and she's sitting on the front row, which is not where she's supposed to sit. And so my security blanket's on the front row instead of in her spot. All right, so with those changes, could I have a motion to adopt the agenda?
Motion. Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Just a short mayor's report. I do want to announce that on December the 9th, next
public hearing on the Piggies Road connector to Commonwealth. That'll be at the Oxford Conference Center from 5:30 to 7:30 next Tuesday. Holly Jolly Holidays is going on. Last year it was so hot that we couldn't get the ice to stay frozen. This year we're trying to get the people not to be frozen. So it's faring well for the ice skating though. So y'all come join us, and we have a big addition of lights this year that I think you'll be excited about when you see it. Several aldermen were present today, and several other department heads and city folks, and our legislators were present for the groundbreaking on Highway 7. Praise the Lord. We've talked about it for about 30 years. And I've worked on it for 12, and many of these people for longer than me that have been on the board longer. And we are so excited that this is about to get off and running. I did tell them today that today will be the only day that everybody's excited and happy and cheering about it, because people will start being inconvenienced immediately, and then everyone will be mad and act like we've killed their pets. So it will be a very eventful 24 to 36 months. Yep, you heard that right. And so we'll be off and running. We also today had a press conference at the Oxford Police Department. And I just wanted to share with our board and you all how proud I am of Chief Jeff McCutcheon and our team at OPD. They have absolutely done such incredible professional work on the Jay Lee murder over the past 2.5 years. And the murderer was sentenced this morning, and the Lee family feels vindicated, which is what we hope in the end, that justice is served. And the reason it was served is because we had a police department that served with compassion and never gave up. And so I just want to tell you all that if you had been at that press conference today, you would have been so impressed with our police chief and our whole team. So thank you, Jeff, for the way you represent us. We appreciate it. All right, next on our agenda is to request permission to approve the minutes from the regular meeting on November the 18th.
We approve the minutes.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Request permission to approve the accounts for all city departments.
Move we pay the bills.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Request permission to accept the 2025 tax rolls for real and personal property as provided by the Lafayette County Tax Assessor's Office.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, Rhonda Burchett, who is our new CFO and is going to do our next agenda item, which is a budget report.
Yes, and you've got a report through October actuals in your packet, and there there's nothing outstanding, everything is in line. It's, I wanted to ask if anyone had any questions.
This is not something we've done every month, but we will start doing this every month and
Yes.
kind of looking at where we are.
Yeah.
So any questions, anybody? All right, thank you, Rhonda. And at 2E, request permission to accept the proposal from FMB Oxford for municipal depository services for calendar years 2026 through 2029.
Approve.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? All right, you've got a lengthy consent agenda.
Motion to approve the consent agenda with the additions.
All in favor? Any opposed? Typically, the department head comes up and reads the retirement resolution. And since it is our department head that is retiring, I'm going to ask her to come up to the podium and I'm going to read the resolution. Come on, bud. As we all know in these city jobs, it's a group effort. It is our spouses and our children and everybody else that plays a huge role in our success. I do not know that I've leaned on anyone more than Ashley Atkinson in the past 8 years in this job. She gives such wise counsel, whether it's financial or otherwise. She is a dear friend, and she is the mother of City Hall. She is the first person to start rallying around anybody that needs some help. She's the first person to plan Thanksgiving meals, Friday celebrations, because if you leave on Friday from City Hall, you ain't getting a parking place when you come back. So Ashley made sure we were all fed every Friday of home games. She is the one who's always looking out for folks, and that is the one that'll come to the office and say, hey, you may want to check on so-and-so, because she's got her finger on the pulse of the whole city, of the 600 different people that come in and out of here every year. She is the person that touches every single one of those people. She gives wise counsel to our department heads. For many of us, budgeting was not really our A game. When she got stuck with me, the art major, I know that she had to think, oh, great. Yeah, I'm like drinking from a fire hose. But Ashley was so patient with me, and she's leaving me a lot smarter than she found me. So I'm going to read this resolution. Whereas Ashley Atkinson, City Clerk for the City of Oxford, will retire after 28 years of outstanding service to the City of Oxford and her citizens. And whereas Ashley Atkinson, affectionately known as Ashley, began her successful career on October 21st, 1997, after being recommended for the position of Deputy City Clerk by longtime City Clerk and mentor Virginia Cressman. And whereas Ashley's professional advancement within the city clerk's office was marked by hard work and competence, beginning with accounts payable duties, rising to auditor, successfully managing the city's critical procurement and purchasing operations for nearly 2 decades, and ultimately being appointed to the esteemed position of city clerk. And whereas, as a city employee, Ashley served faithfully under the leadership of 4 mayors, 2 city clerks, 23 aldermen, and numerous department heads and staff in her steadfast career. And whereas, as city clerk, Ashley had countless interactions with City of Oxford staff from all departments, patiently guiding and advising on vital financial matters, including budgeting, procurement, and accounting practices. And whereas Ashley, in her role as city clerk, has led the City of Oxford's financial operations with clarity, thoroughness, and exceptional knowledge and experience, preparing the city's $155.6 million annual operating budget and maintaining the city's bonding capacity. And whereas during Ashley's tenure in the clerk's office, the City of Oxford has experienced extraordinary financial growth, including a 581% increase in its operating budget, which Ashley has expertly guided with wisdom and fiscal responsibility. Whereas within her many years within the walls of City Hall, Ashley also embraced a nurturing maternal role, organizing, planning, and feeding City Hall on Thanksgiving, July 4th, Christmas, Halloween, and any other event that we could talk, any other event we could talk her into making a breakfast casserole and a chocolate cake. Whereas Ashley, beloved by our staff, served as the cornerstone of the close-knit clerk's office, providing training, mentorship, and unwavering support, becoming a dear friend to so many. And whereas Ashley Atkinson has made an indelible mark on the city of Oxford through her devotion and love for Oxford and for all citizens, has positively touched many lives, and that her legacy will be remembered and celebrated for many years to come. Lo, therefore, be it resolved that the Mayor and Board of Aldermen of the City of Oxford express their sincere appreciation and gratitude to Lee Ashley Atkinson for her unmatched career in service to the community. Be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be spread upon the minutes of the City of Oxford, and that a copy of the same be presented to Lee Ashley Atkinson, which it will be at her retirement celebration.
Well, leave it to me to snort into the microphone. No, thank y'all. I have sat in that chair and watched so many others. And just kind of like surprised that it's my turn. It's still kind of sinking in. And anybody that knows me knows that I'm going to do this. Like, it's just like, woo. But thank y'all so much. I've enjoyed it. I can't say I've enjoyed 100% of it because I'd be lying.
Well, you did work for Pat, so.
I mean, we weren't going to mention like the reason I didn't enjoy that other 5%. But yeah, it's been a wild ride, and it's been fun. I've learned a lot over the years about myself, about other people. Learn something new every day sometimes. It's been an honor to work for y'all. It's been great. And I thank my family, my kids, and everybody that's put up with me on the days that I wasn't my best. Yeah.
But
Because it's happened. Yeah, because it's happened. Yeah. But yeah, I appreciate everything.
well, we cannot thank you enough, and we can't wait to celebrate you.
Looking forward to that too. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank y'all.
So I need a motion to adopt this retirement resolution.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Me. Request permission.
Enjoy the rest of your night.
Request permission to approve and authorize the mayor to sign a letter for Oxford University Transit to purchase buses from outside the state of Mississippi as approved by MDOT and FTA. The cost of the city is $102,709.50. Donna?
So as the city continues to grow and the university grows, so will Oxford Transit grow. And we are always in need of buses. These buses are on the ground and ready to be delivered if approved. So we're asking permission to please let us have them, so we'll get them by the time kids come back in January.
And this amount's budgeted?
Yes.
And this would be 20%. The university matches with 80%.
The 102
of the
is just the cities.
Just the cities, yeah. But we're not getting the buses for 102, I guess is my point.
No,
That's 20%.
it's $1 million.
Anybody have any questions, or is there a motion to approve?
I move we approve.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. All right, at 4C, request permission to approve a contract for professional services for Oxford Utilities Water and Sewer Division. Rob?
Good evening, thank you. This item involves the use of an environmental legal firm to assist us with pursuing a settlement fund for PFAS contamination. Essentially, Paul can probably describe it better than me. He brought it to our attention, and we sat through a meeting a few weeks back, the mayor and Hollis and myself and Paul. Essentially, there's been a settlement with DuPont and 3M for municipalities that have their water systems and have PFAS litigation or have PFAS contamination. You're able to resample all of your wells and send in those results and able to get money from this class action suit and this settlement fund. So potentially, we're looking at multiple millions of dollars, possibly, depending on how our samples come back. We're going to pull samples this week. They have to be completed by the end of this calendar year and sent off for testing to a testing firm out in California that sends them directly to the class action settlement fund. So Paul met with this group, brought them to our attention. Stag Louisa is the name. They've got a lot of experience in this area, and you may want to say a few words about the subject.
I'm glad to answer any questions you all have. I've had several calls with them. We had a Zoom conference with them back a couple of weeks ago. This is a firm down in New Orleans who has done work like this in the past, and we have found them to be knowledgeable. The first phase of what they're looking at doing is applying on our behalf to seek recovery out of this fund that's been created by this settlement up in the multi-district litigation in South Carolina, South Carolina. And there could be other opportunities. There are other manufacturers of these products that cause this chemical contamination out there, so there could be settlements in the future. This one's designed around wastewater. There could be other categories of potential contaminants that have the potential for recovery too. But the reason we're bringing it to you now is that there are approaching deadlines in the next few months for making applications for getting payment out of this $14 billion settlement fund with these two manufacturers. So what they will immediately assist us with doing, and they've helped Rob out already, making sure he's getting the right information, is pulling all the information together to be able to put the settlement application to this claims administrator on behalf of the city. So the request is to retain them. We have the form agreement. This is a contingency agreement. They are fronting, they have an engineer on staff that is working with us. They will front some testing expenses that we don't have out of pocket.
Some of the testing is not what's been required by EPA or DEQ of us. It is required, though, for this application for this lawsuit.
And the deadline is December 31st. That's why we're getting on that.
Yeah.
So that's the long and short of it. There are other law firms out here that do this. This one is fairly local to our area and appears to have the experience. Our firm would serve as local counsel to y'all and be affiliated with them, but they would be the primary representatives on this matter. So does anybody have any questions about?
So no out-of-pocket to us now?
No. The only out-of-pocket expenses that we have right now, let me be clear, Mark, is so Rob is in the process of making sure that we have gotten the correct testing samples that go through the correct testing protocols, the correct labs, because the settlement process and the claims administrator have already identified what that protocol is. The reason he's scurrying to do all that is because if we have those receipts in hand by the end of the year, they're reimbursable out of the firm. In the future, what we are hoping is that when we make the application into the settlement fund, some expenses that y'all have already gone down the road of making, drilling these test wells that John has been bringing y'all over the last few months, and making changes to make sure we're drilling in places that we need to be drilling and not putting new wells where we don't need to be putting new wells. Those may have already either been sunk costs or costs that we're committed to, and those are the costs that we're looking to recover on the front end. But as far as paying anything for the legal services, no, there's no upfront cost.
There's a portion, I think 25% of the claim that is paid to the legal firm.
Right, but
It's a third.
from a testing standpoint, the additional testing
Yeah,
that we're gonna have to do.
yes. There's a cost for additional testing that if we complete it by December 31st is fully reimbursable.
Okay, all right.
All right, so I would need a motion to approve this contract to retain this law firm.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. Request permission to approve and authorize the mayor and/or the police chief to sign an agreement with Flock for 6 cameras. Chief?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, and thank you for the kind words earlier. So we have cameras at these locations, but this is with a different vendor. Those cameras have been down for about 4 months. That vendor then came in and changed the terms of the agreement And so we request to go with Flock, which is a company that we have pretty much throughout the city, and this will not impact our budget.
Move we approve.
All in favor? Any opposed? Request permission to approve and authorize the mayor and or police chief to sign a data service agreement with Inside LPR.
So that same company changed their service agreement terms on us post budget session. And again, this won't impact our budget, but we're requesting to assign that.
Move we approve.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Request permission to approve a resolution of the mayor and board of aldermen requesting the Alcoholic Beverage Control Commission extend the hours for alcohol sales for Super Bowl, what is that?
Sunday.
Yeah, Super Bowl Sunday, February 8th,
Eighth.
2026. What's LX? I don't even know.
60.
Okay, 60. Super Bowl 60.
Yeah, so we just want to get it ahead of it while we had time and get it in ABC's hands so they could approve it.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Back to
Thank
our
you.
major thing. All right. Second reading and public hearing for an ordinance, case 3291, modifying Articles 3, 5, and 9 of the Land Development Code. Ben?
Yes, ma'am. Nothing's changed since the first reading. We have not received any public comment.
Has anyone received any comments one way or the other? All right, do you wish to vote? Oh, it is a public hearing. Is there anybody here to speak on this item? Mary Frances, are you here to speak on this item? We love you being here. You're my favorite person in the audience always. So there's no one here to speak. Would the board wish to vote tonight or
Move we-
at a third reading?
Move we approve.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Thank you.
Thank you.
Consider a request from Dismute Design Plowshare Creative to temporarily block the sidewalk if needed on the alley side of Moe's Original Barbecue at Tyler Avenue and South Lamar Boulevard for no longer than 2 weeks, beginning Wednesday, December 3rd. John?
Yes, what they're wanting to do is paint a mural on the side of Moe's Barbecue in the Tyler Alley. He does not think he will need to block the sidewalk, but in case he needs to erect some scaffolding, he wanted to go ahead and get permission to do so because they intend to start tomorrow.
Is that impacting his construction down at Magnolia?
It should not, no.
It would just be that sidewalk portion,
Yeah.
that's poured, the concrete that's poured against the building.
Yeah, right there on the side of the, most of it, he said, he's gonna do standing on the ground. But he said what he can't get with the ladder, he might have to erect, some temporary scaffolding.
Move we approve.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Consider a request from Magnolia Materials LLC for the city to provide water service to the proposed hot mix asphalt plant to be located on Pat Patterson Parkway in Lafayette County, Mississippi.
So the city does serve water and sewer to the Max Hip Industrial Park. This is a planned asphalt plant that will go on the recently completed portion of Pat Patterson Parkway that is west of our water tower where the new roundabout is at the bottom of the hill out there in the woods. They will be responsible for extending a water main about 400 feet to their site, but we have plenty of capacity in that area to serve them, and it's in our certificated area.
Move we approve.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Consider a request from the Donald Smith Company, Inc. to work outside of regular working hours for the Regional Water Supply Haley Well Number 2 project. Sean?
So think South 16th Street. This is a project that you guys recently approved to dig a new well down there. Same contractor that did the Whirlpool number 3 well down at the bottom of the hill at Lee Loop, we gave them permission to work double shifts during that project, which basically means daytime, 24 hours a day essentially, to get that well dug. They're asking the same thing for this project. A little bit more of a populated area, but it is in the middle of a wooded patch. We didn't receive any complaints from noise or anything from the last project, but they're making that request again.
So they're talking about March of 26? Am I reading that right? Am I on the right page?
Yes, that's correct.
Be nice if they could start spring break.
Yep.
I mean, if it turned out that way, if you think about the main residents in that area.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve, but prefer the schedule to be starting spring break week.
Okay.
Second.
Right, all in favor? Any opposed? We removed 9D. 9E is consider the proposed updated schedule of connection fees from the Oxford Utilities Water and Sewer Division. John?
So a couple of meetings ago, you approved to amend the ordinance that deals with water and sewer connection fees. Part of that revision was to include a new schedule of fees that you guys would approve annually as part of our material bids. And discussions with Ashley, what we are going to do is just the water connection fees at this time. Due to a little mix-up on my part, we'll have to come back and do the sewer portion. But we want to go ahead and approve the water connection fee schedule that you should have tonight, so we can, because the ordinance will go into effect tomorrow.
And we will go through the same process with just
We'll
the
go through
sewer
the-
fees separately.
Yeah, same process for the sewer again.
That we approve.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Consider a task order from Wagner Engineering to develop a wastewater plan. John?
So again, Maxip Industrial Park, we've been given to November of 2027 to shut down the existing sewage lagoon in that area. That means getting all the wastewater that's currently being conveyed to that lagoon rerouted back down into the city to our wastewater treatment plant. We have engaged Wagner Engineering to help us with that. We did a preliminary task order for them to kind of develop some cost estimates, give us sort of a direction to go. The task order in front of you is for them to actually design a project, put together construction documents, and get ready to put it out to bid. The preliminary cost estimates that they've put together for the whole project is about $10 million. This task order, which is just for the preliminary engineering, I think is $790-something thousand. That's just for engineering. But we do have to get this process started eventually, because it will get here fast.
Okay.
So where's the
Nobody.
mon- Where's the,
Everybody say it once.
where's the money come from? on that?
That's good question.
Well,
That's a good question.
That's a
the original,
$797,000 question?
that money that will come out of John's budget, I mean, out of our project budget. But we are hopeful.
At this
that we
time, it will have to, yeah.
We are hopeful that we will have some participation with some other partners, the county, and perhaps some money that Ron Miller through O-Link can secure. So we are looking at those possibilities right now.
To answer the quick answer is that we're going to have to bump some water and sewer projects that we already had budgeted for this year to pay for this, and then hope that we can work with our partners to come up with construction money down the road.
But
Are
as
some
a-
of those projects that we have in the budget now, those that we have budgeted but don't necessarily get completed this fiscal year?
Yes. Yeah, you're talking 2 or 3 water and sewer projects in annexed areas, basically, that we would have to bump, to cover this.
So
This obviously has to take priority over some of that.
Yeah, it does.
could you get us a list of what projects are going to be
Yeah, bumped, essentially.
bumped,
Yeah.
basically?
Maybe just the whole list that we looked at budget time and show,
Yeah.
So priority, and
Which-
where this has to fall in that priority.
yeah,
I mean, that's what this is. I mean, we have 2 years to get this done.
yeah.
So if we don't
That's right.
start on it now.
Less than 2 years now.
Yeah.
And
Yes, I will, what I will do is I will get the project list that you guys approved, and we'll outline which projects are gonna have to take a back seat.
Great.
So you're looking at, I mean, this is a 38-week project. I mean,
Yeah,
for their design. so you're
it'll take
looking-
them into the summer, into the fall to put together plans and construction
talking
documents. Get all because there's also permitting that you have to do through DEQ and Health Department and all that stuff. So the engineering itself is a lengthy project, so that's going to leave you roughly about a year to do the work.
And most of the work will be done in next year's budget.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? All right, I'll ask the board to, nope, we got another addition, sorry. Consider a request for 24-hour workdays, Monday through Sunday until December 31st on Anderson Road. John, sorry.
The big Anderson Road project, top of the hill, they have a lot of excess dirt to move off that site, almost 2,000 truckloads, they say. They're requesting permission to work round the clock until they get it all done, essentially.
This is the top of Anderson.
Yeah, the big one where they cleared off all the trees, yes, sir.
Right, so, yeah. The only concern I have. with-
The only concern you Yeah.
The concern I have
have?
Wouldn't it be nice to only have one?
Yeah.
would be, we're about to go into exam week. That's a
Uh-huh.
heavily student area.
Mhm.
So I would say let them start December 12th, which is the last day of exams.
Last day of exams. Okay.
So that pushes more than a week, so they're probably gonna ask for it to be extended for a week. Are you okay with the same time frame and it
Yes.
going into January?
Yes.
Instead, I mean, so that it's, they'll still be gone. That's right. I just know that's what they're gonna come back and ask is,
That's fine.
wait, you cut it by a week,
Same
so
timeframe, just push it.
starting December 12th.
Yeah. I mean, I would really just say December 12th through January 12th. It's pretty easy. In my mind.
I hear MDOT's looking for work or dirt for Highway 7 South.
Yeah, and John, I would stipulate in that motion that if any complaints come up,
Mm-hmm.
then you have the ability to rescind.
Yeah.
I'll make that motion.
So December the 12th through January the 12th, just to clarify.
That's correct.
Okay.
With no
With
complaint.
no complaints, gotcha.
Second.
All right, all in favor? Any opposed? Now I'll ask the board to consider a very short executive session.
So move,
Because the Christmas parade starts at 6:30.
move we consider executive session.
All right? We only have the
Is that
one.
seconding the